Welcome to the Jill on Money Coronavirus Market Update. It is Sunday, and that means that you have got to move on from this podcast and start taking some time for yourself, chilling out. So I'm going to get right into it. Remember, if you've got a financial question, send us an email. That email address is askjill@jillonmoney.com. Got it? Ask Jill at jillonmoney.com. Okay, this is from Roxy, who says, love you. Roxy, I love you right back. I'm 30 years old and I'm married. I make 40 grand. My husband makes 100. He's already invested in his 401k. My question, what's my best option for saving for my own retirement? Which investment vehicle works best? I'm a state employee of Oklahoma. Okay, this is an easy one. Roxy, I presume if you're a state employee, you've probably got a pension. You have to contribute to that. But why not open a Roth IRA for yourself? Perfect. Easy peasy. Because I presume that with your husband's contribution to his retirement account, that will bring you underneath any sort of threshold. You have no problem here. You can make up to $196,000 as a married filing jointly. Open up a Roth IRA and do it at a place that's really cheap. Vanguard is a possibility, Fidelity, T. Rowe Price, TD Ameritrade, Schwab, and you just want to buy a very simple, either two index funds, a bond index and a stock index, or just buy a target date fund. You can put away a good chunk of money into that Roth, hopefully $6,000. So presuming you've got your other ducks in a row, you've got that nice emergency reserve fund, you've paid down your debt, get going, open up that Roth IRA. Jim wants to know about a backdoor IRA. Okay, he says, I don't qualify to make a Roth contribution. I'm still working, and I withdraw my RMD annually. I've read on the Vanguard website that a backdoor process exists when a person can convert a traditional with no income limit to a Roth. And the limit is $7,000. You can put $7,000 in. You can put $6,000 in. And then if you're over the age of 50, you can put an extra $1,000 in. Okay. The question here is, the specific question is, if I take money from my required minimum distribution, which I paid the taxes on, or open a traditional IRA, and then am I allowed to convert $7,000 annually to a Roth, even though I don't meet the income limits? Okay, hold on with all of this. I need to know exactly what these numbers are for you. At this point, I want to know how much money is in this retirement account, the IRA. I want to know how much money you earn, and I want to know why we are doing this. So, Jim, you have to follow up with me with more information because I don't know if this makes sense or not. It may, but we don't know. Okay, Bob in Phoenix says, 7 years ago, I bought 5 municipal bonds. Then I later changed brokers. Oh my God, the basis was not transferred to the new broker. I thought I knew the selling broker, but they've no record of it. You didn't buy them through us. How do I determine who sold it to me? I need that basis to sell them for tax purposes. I think I bought them at $100 a share. You have to go back to your old statements. And if you don't have those, then you have to do a best guess estimate, meaning you have to go back 7 years and see what the price was for these bonds. And then you can do what we call a good faith estimate of your cost basis. And presuming that it's not like nutty, I think that what you'll find is that the IRS is just going to say, hey, we want you to actually make a guess. Okay. Larry outside of Seattle. Here we go. You ready? Please, my relationship is on the line. Larry says, I'm planning on retiring by next year, 2021. So I've got another year. My intention is to sell a 3,300 square foot home and take the profit and purchase a smaller home. And so basically to downsize. And I want to own it outright to eliminate debt for the retirement. I planned on doing so next year, but due to COVID, I'm concerned the real estate market will crash. I live outside of Seattle. The market is strong, but I see it as temporary. I'd like to sell. My partner sees this as a booming market and COVID will not devastate the real estate market. She's threatened by my plan, not by COVID, where I feel it's time to sell high. Insights. Mark, do you want to take a stab at this for Larry, and then I'll give my opinion? You want to sell now and downsize or what? Okay. Mark's going to side with the wife, which is calm down. This will pass. Interest rates are going to remain low, and Seattle's still a pretty strong market. I tend to believe that, but I guess there's the other side of the spectrum. I want to know more about, like, are you completely secure in your retirement? Do you need the money that comes from this sale of this house to really make your retirement numbers? Because if that is the case, if you don't make retirement unless you pocket this money, then I think you've got to be more conservative. Then you've got to protect it. But if you really are okay, and this is just sort of the generalized game plan, then I would also let it ride. Okay, you got that distinction though. If for some reason you're selling this house and you need like the 500 grand that you're going to cash that's going to come to you after you do the downsize, you got to sell it now. Cannot take that risk. Last question. And this is from Sanita, who says, thank you for the work. We were recently awarded a large lawsuit settlement, 400 and something thousand, about 370 is taxable. We're trying to decide how to invest it and how to save on taxes. Our plan is to pay off debt and hopefully buy some property. What do you suggest? Oh boy, I need a lot more than that. I need way more information. I don't know if you need to actually worry about your taxes. You should definitely pay off your debt, depending on what kind of debt it is. You should definitely make sure that you have an emergency reserve fund, but I need to know how old you are. I need to know what other things are going on. Are you working? Are you not working? Fill in the details, and I promise that I will absolutely be able to respond to you. Okay? All right, gang, it's Sunday. Big deep breath. We are now looking forward to the day ahead. You are going to wash your hands. You are going to maintain your social distance. You're not going to be an idiot and go to a beach or a lake or a pool and hang out with a whole bunch of people who don't take this seriously. We're all going to take this seriously. I take this seriously, just like I take markets seriously. Notice that my tone hasn't really changed since the markets bottomed out in March to where they are now, which is much higher, 35% or so higher. So this is the same way that I want you to approach your own health, your financial and your physical health. Be conservative. Be conservative. Thanks. Sorry, there's my soapbox. Okay, it's Jill on Money, and we'll see you tomorrow. If you want to catch up on other stuff, just go to the website, jillonmoney.com. And pass this along to anybody. That would really be helpful. If you get a chance, can you give us a rating on Apple? That would be very helpful too. All right, we'll talk to you tomorrow. Thanks for listening.